There!
What's up, guys? It's Monday afternoon. I just left, I suppose it was like an interview. It's kind of just set up with a design agency down here in Paran, in my place, and it's looking like this is the job I was talking about in the last vlog. Looks like I might have the job, so fingers crossed. I'll catch up with you guys a bit later, but I figured I should do a quick little update.
Yeah, I got my morning coffee. I'm on my way to the comic shop. The coffee is, it's alright. So yesterday, I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on yesterday. I didn't really get a whole chance to explain what I was doing and why I was doing what I was doing. So yesterday I went to an agency called Get Creative, and no, sorry, Get Artisan. I don't know where I got Get Creative from. Get Artisan, and the short and tall of it is I applied for a job through their online portal, as you know, as I've been looking for jobs plenty other places. And anyway, so I applied for a job there, and then I got a call back thinking it was from the company, but so this place is actually like an agency. They represent artists. They have a full catalogue of artists on their system. So whenever a job comes up and you sort of fit the bill, you pop up and they'll call the company and say, hey, we've got someone who might fit your role. And then there's sort of like a middleman in regards to, like, I'm employed by them, and they just find me the work. I go and do the work, but then instead of the company paying me, they pay this agency and the agency pays me. So obviously they get like a finder's fee sort of thing. But the advantage is that I get paid a proper wage for what I'm actually worth. So I'm currently up for a job with hopefully Moose, and if I get it, it's a solid rate, better than what I've gotten so far, plus all the benefits, which is really awesome. Yeah, so I was there. I thought I was there originally sort of like a job interview. They weren't 100% clear on exactly what I was doing at this meeting. It was very impromptu. It was like Tuesday morning. I think it was like 10 o'clock. He rang me. He's like, hey man, can you come down? And we'll have for an interview at 3 o'clock. And I was like, oh, okay. So that sort of threw my whole day in whack because I wasn't prepared for that. So I had to sort of rush and do a couple of things. I was hoping to prepare for a mural that I'm going to be painting tomorrow, but it didn't work out just because, I had to quickly get myself ready, finish off a few things that I was doing. I had to get down to the shops and do some stuff as well. So I didn't even make it to the doctors like I said I was going to do. Yeah, it just completely screwed with my day. So ended up catching the train in. I decided I'll catch the train mainly because like parking where it was is generally a nightmare during the day, and I just couldn't be bothered dealing with with that crap and then paying for like $20 for parking. So I ended up just catching the train. I had some credit on my MyKey, which is like a little train pass or public transport pass. So I just got the train, and it was just good. It gave me a chance to just chill out, read some of my book. Got a huge chunk of reading done on the way there and on the way back. And then I just walked from the station to the agency. As you probably saw in the video, it was raining and it was gross. It was a really bad day. Luckily I had some decent sort of wet weather gear on without looking too unprofessional. So I didn't get too drenched, thank God. But yeah, so I made it. Everything seemed really positive. I think he seemed really positive about me with the role that he's trying to get me. And I don't know, just fingers crossed I get it. If I get it, obviously I'll tell you guys. So anyway, coming to today, I'm off to the comic shop again. I'm going to get a bit of footage of the shop today, just to show you guys what it looks like. For those of you who don't sort of live in my area, who haven't been to the shop, visiting the States and that. It's just a small little comic shop, about 20 minutes away from my place. Run by a really lovely lady named Kirsty. She was kind enough to give me a job, and I help her out with their website and stuff. So that's what I mainly do. So I go there and just assist with serving the customers, but mostly I'm there to pretty much get her website up and ready so they can launch their online store. It's a big task, because I'm only there for so many hours a week. It's sort of taken longer. It's taken, a couple of... So far, it's taken up to about a week's worth of work to get to where we're at. But we're nearly done. But it's really sad, because if I get this job, then I won't be going there anymore. But I'm sure I'll hopefully be able to go back there every now and again and help out if they need me. So yeah. But yes, as I mentioned before, tomorrow I'm going to be painting a mural, so I don't know how much time I'm going to have to sort of vlog, but I'm going to be filming a lot of it, probably just some time lapses and stuff, because this is going to be the first mural I've done in a very, very, very long time. And this is a big scale. This is it's like 5 by 4 meters, which is big. So what I've done is I've already prepared a grid for it. I've tried to figure out the best way to do a grid by hand on my own. I won't have access to sort of an assistant to help me out setting it up. So hopefully I can do it using just a ruler, a level, and some masking tape. That's my plan. But I'll film it so you guys can see what I've done. And I might even do like a little how-to on how I did it if it all goes according to plan. I'm sure it will. I think the biggest factor in this is time. I just need to take my time, do things slowly, and just pace myself, not try and rush it and get it done quickly. Because nothing good ever came out of being rushed. So yeah, I'm a bit nervous. I'm very nervous, but the guys I'm working for, I've done some work for them before, and I'm excited about just sort of going in. It's for a brewery. Started just hanging out there and doing some painting and stuff like that. I'll be on my own, so I'll probably just have my bit of music or headphones or something on. But yeah, very exciting. And I'll be able to share that with you in the vlog. Hopefully it doesn't impede too much on my comic making, and I'll talk about that next in a second. But they are going to be long days, so I know I'm going to be doing sort of like the 9 to 5 hustle, and driving there and back I'm not looking forward to. I'm not a man who enjoys traffic, but it is what it is, and I'll do what I have to do to make sure I can keep the family afloat. So as for comics, so I started off with just some loose sketching, trying to draw some designs, and nothing that I was really happy with, and then I just dived into just penciling. So we watched Red 2 on Netflix, which we usually watch a movie or a TV show during the night. That's sort of our time, just chilling out on the couch. And yeah, I just worked on page 1. So I finished page 1, all the pencils, and it was a lot harder than I sort of was hoping. There was just a lot of detail and things I needed to put in. I had to pull out a copy of issue 2 just to make sure that I was referencing some of the areas right. So if you remember, if you've read page 2, the last page is a big reveal. It's a follow-up on that, and I sort of have to replicate that setting. So I had to make sure that all of that was correct, try and get the perspective right, and everything came together. And then the second panel within that page was sort of like the polar opposite of what was happening in panel 1. But yeah, it took me an hour and a half-ish to pencil. So I finished that page, and then also I think it's page 4, which is a very simple page, like extremely simple, and I managed to just sort of bust that out in about 15 minutes. So 2 pages finished penciled, which is awesome. The second page was obviously, felt like I was cheating, but it's nice to know that it's complete and I don't have to stress about it. So once I get back from the comic shop today, I do have to unfortunately do a little bit of prep for this mural tomorrow. So I'm probably going to have to go down to Bunnings, which is just like a hardware shop for those of you in the States, and I don't know if they have them over there. They probably don't. And I'm going to have to get all the paint and everything prepared. It's either that or do it first thing in the morning, like at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'd rather do it tonight and then have a stress-free morning. So probably going to be a late one. I think Bunnings closes at 9, so I'll be able to do that and then come home and then just get maybe half an hour worth of comics in. I don't know if I'll get any reading done, but I'll definitely get at least half an hour of comics in. Alright, cool, that's me. I'm close to work now, so I'll say goodbye, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.
Morning guys, it's Wednesday morning. I keep thinking it's Thursday morning, but it's definitely Wednesday morning. As confirmed by my wife, thank you very much. I'm on my way to the brewery to paint a mural. I'm extremely nervous. I haven't painted a mural of this scale ever. I have done large murals, but that's generally using chalk. This time I'm going to be using actual paint. The whole thing is about 5.5 meters by 3.5 meters. It's quite a large project, so I think I'm nervous just more by the intimidation of the scale of it. But I think overall, I think I'm going to be pretty gravy doing the whole thing. My approach going in is nail down the fundamentals. I've got a grid of the picture of the mural that I have to paint. I've got all my rulers, I've got my pencils, I've got everything I need. So nail down the fundamentals, get that 110% perfect. Then when I come in to do the painting, everything should just fall into place, and assuming I paint it correctly, which I'm fairly confident about the painting side of it. It's a fairly flat design. A little bit of rendering in there, but for the most part it's flat colours and heavy black lines and some heavy like brown lines and such. But for the most part it's going to be really easy. So I'm on my way there. I'm going to be doing some filming. I'll get some footage, some time-lapse footage of me working on it. Hopefully on the iPad. I've got my I don't have a tripod for the iPad, but I do have sort of like my gooseneck arm thing. Hopefully I can find something to sit that on to record the time-lapse. And I might have to do it in segments, just depending on how the battery life goes. For the most part, I should be able to record all of it, I think. And this should span 2 days, hopefully. My intention is, it's 8:45 now, I should get there roughly 9 o'clock. Hoping to get all the pencil work done by, let's say 1, 2 o'clock. And that'll give me the rest of the afternoon to get all the blocking in, done. And then come tomorrow, I'll be able to just come in and finish it. So hopefully I can get it done in 2 days. I've got some 8-hour blocks, so 9 to 5 both days is my sort of intention. Hopefully I can stick within that, and 16 hours to do the mural. Anyway, I'm excited. Like I said, I'm going to film it, so I'll put some of it in the vlog, but I'll probably do a separate video where I actually talk about it a little bit more and talk about sort of my thought process and everything that I did, why I did what I did, etc. Into another actual video. Hey guys, it's 4:30, nearly the end of the day. This has been more challenging than I thought it would be. I've just finished doing the pencils. I started at 9 AM, 9:20. Set up my grid, started drawing. I think I started drawing at around 12. I had lunch at 11:30. That's when I finished the grid. So it took me 2 hours to do the grid. And now I am finished drawing, so 5 hours. I don't know how well you can see it. That's it. But pretty much as I walk out, you'll see that's the wall. There it is there. So that's all I'm about to paint. I'm going to start, I'm just going to get a little bit of colour in there, just to get things started for tomorrow. Otherwise, gang ho tomorrow morning. I don't know if I'm going to finish it tomorrow, but I don't have to do the measuring or anything, so all I've got to do now is just paint it, and then I've got to do the line art, and that's probably going to be the hardest part. So, man, it's going to be hectic, but you live and learn. I think if I was to do it again, I'd probably bring someone with me, and I'd just use like one of those chalk snap rulers. That would have saved me a lot of time. I'm also concerned that the ladder's not tall enough. It's definitely not, because I have to paint all the way up there, which I managed to sketch, but just barely. So being able to actually paint coherently is going to be tough. But there's a crane here, and I'm hoping I can use it. So we'll see how we go. Good morning, guys. It's Friday morning. It's 8:45. Day 3 of the mural painting. I didn't do an update yesterday because not a lot really happened. And I'll put some of the time-lapse stuff that I did in the video so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I have been filming literally the entire process. I think the only thing I skipped out on was the
sketching, because I realized as I was filming it, you couldn't actually see the pencil work in the video, so, or at least just very faintly, so I didn't think it was worth recording. So sort of reflecting back, so setting up the grid and doing the drawing and everything, it took me nearly a solid day to get everything prepared. I feel like a bit of a dummy in the way that I did it. I mean, the way I set up the grid, and you'll see it in the video, was super effective. It definitely worked out really well for me. But the downside was that it took me 2 hours just to prepare the grid, make sure everything was measured out correctly, etc. Then to mask it all up, and then to do the drawing, which then took me another like 4 hours to get the drawing from the paper onto the grid. So it was a huge day just getting prepped. I probably could have saved at least maybe a couple of hours if I had a projector or a like a light projector or something, which for whatever reason completely eluded me. Not that I have one on hand anyway. It's not like I could just go out and buy one. I didn't really have the funds to do that. Thinking about it now, I do have a couple of friends who have light projectors, but they're not necessarily close to me either. So it's not like I could just run out and get one, on that need basis. But the grid worked really well. But next time, if I was to do another one, I'd definitely try and plan ahead and get a projector, just to save a little bit of time. It also means I'd have to start getting some acetate to print on as well to project it. But it would have made it a little bit easier. I would have also been able to see the image on the wall before I painted it. But yeah, it's gone into day 3. I don't have hopes that I'll finish it completely today, but I'm going to be extremely close, I think, to finishing it. Most of the large sections of colour have been blocked out already. It's now just sort of going in and doing all the smaller sections of colour, which some of them are a little bit more finicky, but I think probably the biggest time waste is I'm going to have to be mixing the colours, and also just ensuring that I mix enough colour to do all of the sections. So it's all coming together nicely. I'm finding though that I'm really enjoying doing the murals, despite I'm sort of physically tired by the end of the day. I'm not so much mentally exhausted, I'm just sort of physically tired, and I just want to just stop. But I have I've had some other work that I've needed to do, so have still been juggling a bit. The comics have been slacking just because really it's like I've got to get the client work done in the evenings when I'm not, because I'm not at home during the day anymore to do it, just currently. Which is good, it's a good problem to have that much work. Everything always comes in waves. It's ridiculous how it happens this way. But any rate, I'm really enjoying it. I could honestly see myself doing murals as a career. And I don't know, there's something, I enjoy the therapy of it. The therapy of painting is really nice. And then just I've really started to come to enjoy, especially in this last year and a bit, the process and the amount of time it takes to create something. And in my old job, it was very much a matter of this has to be done now, you don't have time, get it done today. And it didn't really allow a ton of freedom to really project your sort of thoughts out and create something great rather than something good enough to have finished. So it's really nice. And then the mural painting's kind of like that for me. Just watching that slow progression, watching it all come together as I'm doing it, and then over time I'm watching this come into a finished piece. The only downside, I think, and this is just a personal thing, it's something I need to get on top of, which I've always struggled with, for my entire life. Filming the whole thing, because I'm trying to film the whole wall, is I'm seeing myself from angles that I never see myself in when I'm watching the time lapse. And to say that it's unflattering would be, for me, it's not very flattering, and sort of making me realise that I've trained my mind to think that I'm not as big as I am, and I need to rectify that. And I'm starting today by eliminating sugar as much sugar as possible out of my diet. Even just small things like coffee. Coffee is just a standard, you know, coffee and milk, no sugar. Normally I'd have at least a teaspoon of sugar in there, which isn't a lot, but you know, throughout it all adds up. And I need to start exercising. I need to start doing a routine exercise every day, and just get on top of it, because I don't want to, you know, my daughter's growing up and I don't want to be the big guy who can't keep up. And also, you know, I'm been quite physical the past couple of days and noticing certain things, like standing on a ladder for 10 to 20 minutes, all that weight on my feet on a small bar of metal that's holding me up, trying to balance myself, definitely feeling the additional pain from it, and it sucks. It really sucks. So I really want to get on top of that. I want to be a healthier person. I need to start eating healthier and just doing healthier things and exercising regularly and stuff. So alright, I'm going to let you go. That's sort of a bit of a debriefing on what's going on with the mural and that. Hope you guys are enjoying it. If I manage to finish it this week, I will post a photo of it for you. But otherwise, I'll talk to you soon. Morning guys, it is super bright. Wow. It's Monday morning and I need to edit this video, so I just want to do a quick recap on the week and just sort of thinking about it, what I need to do and talk about. And it's been an interesting week. It's been a very long week and a very tiring week for me, just in the regards of like the more physical activity, doing the murals and stuff. But man, I've been loving doing the murals, and I've been trying to do a bit of research, learn a little bit more on how to get into doing murals, how to do my own murals, trying to find the work, how to charge, learning a few more painting techniques. You know, the work I'm doing at the moment is mostly flat work, but I'd love to sort of focus on doing more blended art, blended painting. Also look at like spray painting and stuff. I even had like a dream that I learned how to like be a spray paint artist. That was really cool. I was like, man, I need to do that. So anyway, some of my comic stuff fell behind, but I think it sort of works out for me. You know, my head. I've been doing so much artwork, doing all this painting stuff, that, you know, I've just been tired. I haven't had a chance. So I've been in more of a relaxed state at the end of the day, which, you know, I do need to get the comic book done, and that's sort of the main goal here. But sort of the whole goal is just to be creating art and sort of making a living, you know, doing all of this, and I'm going to get there. I have, however, been up early the past couple of days to do a bit of comic work to catch up. So we've actually got a long weekend this weekend. Hang on, I'm just going to get my iPad out and sort of show you guys. So I've been working on, you can't even see it, yeah. So Monkey Junk, there you go, you can sort of see it there. Working on those, a couple of pages. Just currently working on this one now, so I'm actually working on that. I don't know if you guys can make that out. I don't know, this phone doesn't really seem to film the iPad very well, whether it's just the lighting or I don't know. It sucks. I see people film their iPads and they seem to do a much better job of it than I do. Could be the color because it's a soft red. because I'm just sketching. It's like one panel, but it's a village, and I repeat that panel 4 times, and then I alter that panel based on what's happening in the storyline. So just penciling that panel at the moment. It's Monday, but like I said, public holiday, so we're actually having a family day. I was going to try and get out and do the mural, but family wanted to hang out, and I said, yeah, that takes a bit of priority for me, especially because I've been away doing all the mural stuff and been pretty tired. So I want to make the most of spending time with the family. Yesterday, we had pre-planned weeks ago to go to this food and wine festival in Loch, which is this beautiful little town up near Leongatha, and that was lovely. There's some footage you would have just seen before of that, so that's what that was. That was nice. Got myself a nice bottle of white port, something I didn't know existed, but white port. I tried it, it's very nice, but the bottle's small, so I want to like really savor it, so I'm only going to have a little bit every now and again, maybe on special occasions. I don't want to waste it. It's a really nice stuff. Had a really nice lunch, just got to spend time with the family. My parents got to hang out with my kid, and they always love that, so it's always a winning combination. So yeah, it was good. And today we're off to the Melbourne Museum with a couple of friends. That should be fun. Apparently it's changed a lot since I've been. I haven't been since I was probably in high school. I keep doing my hair, but you know, I'm always like subconscious about my hair. I've got like this natural sort of quiff going on at the moment. It's nice. Yeah, so that's my quick update. Back to it tomorrow. So I'm back at, I shouldn't really be careful, my microphone's there. Not used to having it there. Back in the comic shop tomorrow. Unfortunately didn't get that job that I really wanted, but it is what it is. Hopefully I can make a thing of this mural. Once I get this mural finished, I can take some photos of it, upload the video. Hopefully that'll sort of lean into getting a little bit more work. I can promote the fact that I do murals. And I'm also going to start doing a little bit more painting too. I've been thinking of going out and just buying some canvases and doing some paintings, and also just trying to find a style that I want to work in, doing some original artwork for myself. And I realise this is probably going to cut into comic making time, but I don't know, all this painting, I'm really becoming addicted to it, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the idea of sketching out some ideas that are a little bit more original and funky and more street arty. Something I've always sort of had an interest in, but never really pursued. So I'm looking forward to doing that and spending a bit more time, you know, with paint and brush and getting dirty. And my kiddo loves painting too, so I'll, you know, I'll get some cheap canvases for her, and we'll do some painting together. That'll be fun. And of course, I'll film it, and you guys will get to see it all. I think that's it. So yeah, museum today. I'll get back onto some comic stuff this afternoon. Comic shop tomorrow, and then back to the mural on Wednesday, and hopefully I'll have it finished by then. I should have it finished. I don't see why I wouldn't. I might try and get in there a little bit earlier, just to get an extra hour or so in. But that's it for me for this week. It's been an interesting week, but it's been a fun one. I'm looking forward to seeing what the next couple of weeks have to offer. Definitely want to get some more mural stuff. So if you guys have any tips or advice or suggestions for me in regards to the mural stuff, please throw them down below in the comments. If this is your first time here on the channel too, throw a subscribe. I'm going to be doing at least these weekly updates, and I'm going to be trying to do some other videos during the week. No schedule. I can't handle schedules. It doesn't work for me, but I'm going to be trying to do more videos just to cater to all the different things that I do. So nothing's going to come out in like, you know, a particular order. I'm just going to be like, okay, I want to do this thing. I'm going to do it, upload it, and just throw it out into the ether for you guys to enjoy or dislike or whatever, you know. But subscribe so you don't miss all of that stuff. Throw a like on the video too, because it all helps. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or ideas or thoughts about this vlog, throw them down in the comments. I love chatting to you guys. Otherwise, I'll see you all next week. And I should have that mural video up during the week. I've already been editing it, and it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. All right, have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you then. Bye.